Okay, y'all got your shocker feed.
Thank you, Randy.
All right, all set. Doing a white balance. Doing a white balance. I don't know if it's too reflective or not. Got it. Thank you. They got it.
Thank you.
You want to come on the outside?
Anyway, I ended up dumping down the volume down to 60 right around 2. I'm good, Randy. As long as I'm good, everybody else, it's too bad.
There you go.
Does that mean my stuff's going to look like yours? Yeah. Finally, it'll be in focus. He's going to turn that down. Yeah. Do you have to stop the stream?
Let's see here.
Just do a stream.
All right, should be in silent. If it goes off again, we're pulling the feed and going back.
You guys are going live, right?
They're going to record it. They're going to cut the chorus. Then I'm going to break down and do something over there at 11:30.
Try to make you drop it.
Ladies and gentlemen, this is EJ with thecommunitytv.com and with Miguel Shannon. We are live over here in Riverside for the press conference.
Right at 11 o'clock, and I have 10:58.
We will be beginning in 2 minutes
Are we waiting for anybody?
with a live stream right here with thecommunitytv.com.
Jeff Raya, he's the spokesman. Last name is R-A-Y-A. First name's with a G. everybody ready? All right, ready? Ready?
I'll go with the spelling of my name. The first name is Jeff. It's spelled Geoff. Last name is Raya, Raya. I am a chief deputy with the Riverside County Sheriff's Department. Good morning. My name is Jeff Raya. I'm a chief deputy with the Riverside County Sheriff's Department. We are all here today during a somber occasion. The Riverside County Sheriff's Department has lost a dear member of our canine family. Joining me this morning will be Riverside County Chief Deputy District Attorney Mike Cabral. He is standing with me just to my left. So to summarize, on January 25th, 2015 at 2:30 in the afternoon, deputies from the Hemet Sheriff Station responded to the area of San Jacinto Street, Clark Drive, in regard to a report of a wanted felon that was seen in the area. Deputies arrived and discovered that this subject, Todd Hodge, 36 years of age, from the Hemet area, was last seen around a property located at the 40,200 block of Clark Drive in Hemet. At that time, they requested a canine to respond to assist. San Jacinto police officer Mark Wallace and his canine Sultan responded to assist in the search for Mr. Hodge. During the search for Mr. Hodge, it was discovered that he had potentially concealed himself underneath a residence in a crawl space. Canine Sultan alerted, indicating that there was a subject underneath the residence, and was sent in to look for Mr. Hodge. When he entered the area, there was an indistinguishable sound that was heard, and Sultan retreated from the crawl space underneath the house, and he was obviously injured. Deputy Wallace immediately gathered Sultan and quickly delivered him to a local veterinary clinic. However, the injury that Sultan received was a fatal injury. The staff at the veterinary clinic were unable to save him, and Sultan passed away. This resulted in an hours-long standoff as Mr. Hodge remained secured underneath the residence, and the Riverside County Sheriff's Department Special Weapons and Tactics Unit was called. And after several hours of attempting to entice him to peaceably surrender, he produced himself later in the evening while armed with a handgun, and he was subsequently shot and killed at that location. Now, just a little bit about how this is impacting our department. Now, the Sheriff's Department Canine Division has been around since 1983, 32 years. We have never experienced anything like this in the history of the Canine Division. From a personal standpoint, I can tell you that when I heard this, and it surprised me, it impacted me as if I had lost a peer. There is very little differentiation, as you can see from behind me, 4 legs or 2 legs. They're all members of the Riverside County Sheriff's Department. Now, our Sheriff Stan Sniff is a big believer in diversity when it comes to canines. I've asked several members of our team to be here so you can see from a practical sense what they do and what they represent. We have dogs here that are narcotics dogs here that go into our custody facilities and look for things such as cell phones, dogs that are search and rescue dogs, and we have dogs that look for explosive devices, and then you have your tried and true patrol dogs, which I consider to be the nuts and bolts, the ground pounders. They're out every day doing exactly what Sultan did, doing exactly what Sultan loves to do. Sultan was a 3-year-old Shepherd Malinois mix. He was brought on with the San Jacinto Police Department when the San Jacinto City purchased the dog in November of 2013. Since that time, he has been partnered with Deputy Wallace, and the irony with this particular day where Sultan was murdered is he had just finished presenting a demonstration to students at a school in the city of San Jacinto. When he completed that event, he responded to this call. Now, at this time, what I'd like to do is conclude the press event. Myself and Deputy District Attorney Cabral will remain for any questions that you will have, as well as all of the canine handlers. Should you have any questions, will be available. I know there have been questions about a memorial service. I can tell you that this is only a couple of days old. It's still in its infancy, but our intent is to memorialize the life not only of Sultan, but really of all canine handlers and what they do and how much they embody the animals in their daily activities. So this concludes the press event, and again, we'll remain available should you have any questions.
The media folks that didn't have a chance to talk to any of the handlers are available. Just let me know, and then I'll pair you up with the handler. That way you guys could ask them any questions you guys might have.
Yeah, I did before we started. I got like a plan just to make sure it shows the she wants or some of those things all lined up.
Mr. Miller, was you on scene that day? Was on this one now?
Yes, just had he had any prior convictions?
Yes, he had.
You know what for?
He had prior convictions for first-degree burglary, second-degree burglary, grand theft auto, and those are the 3 felony convictions he had. He had other miscellaneous.
First and second?
First and second, as well as grand theft auto.
Were those here?
Yes.
Riverside County?
Yes.
And he's from Hemet?
Yes.
Was this his residence?
That I do not know.
And what was his real name?
Todd Allen Hodge.
Todd, okay.
Allen?
A-L-L-A-N.
And also people are asking too, when the lights went off, was it ordered by the law enforcement, or was that just
I can't
managed?
comment on any portion of the investigation.
Your name and title, sir? I'm sorry.
Yes. Michael Cabral, C-A-B-R-A-L, and I'm Chief Deputy District Attorney over the Southwestern.
And this Todd Hodge was 36, and his spelling is Toddhodge.
Yes.
Michael, can you talk about basically how dangerous this guy was? Obviously, he's willing to kill a canine. This was a situation where you guys needed a canine to go in there. Can you talk about that?
I can't comment on any aspect of the investigation. It's still ongoing.
Tony, if you have anything on his criminal background, we can talk to that, but anything at the scene or involving that has to come from our side.
Michael, I got here a little bit late. Can you just kind of give me a quick rundown of this guy's criminal background? He obviously was not a very good guy.
Yes, he was wanted on an outstanding felony bench warrant for failure to appear at his arraignment on a felony case involving possession of a weapon by a person unauthorized to do so, possession of ammunition, as well as the allegation of that he had a strike prior, as well as 3 prison priors, one of those being the strike conviction for first-degree burglary. He had also had a prior conviction for grand theft auto and a prior conviction for second-degree burglary, all of which he had served prior prison sentences for.
lifelong criminal. Okay, thank you, sir. I appreciate it, sir. Thank you so much. Thank you.
And one more question. People are saying on our news feeds that Salta was shot in the neck. Was that true?
Again,
or
that's
was
got to
it...
come from the Sheriff's Department. We can only talk about his criminal background because we weren't involved in that.
Okay. Thank you. You guys have a great day. Appreciate it.
Sure, no problem.
Was you on the scene when this happened?
I was not.
You was not. Okay. Is any of the officers here that was on the scene?
No, we arrived late. It was actually Wednesday's a training day for us, so we were all up in Riverside getting ready to train when Wallace was called to the scene.
Okay.
When we heard what happened, we all moved to the scene, so we got there.
Okay. I know we've been having a lot of rumors going around. We're trying to confirm when Salta was shot and injured. Was she shot in the neck, or was saying something that she was shot in the mouth? Where was she injured?
You know what? I am unaware of where exactly she was shot.
All right.
Yeah.
Okay. I know you. And they said that he had a big, large criminal background on the subject?
That I'm not aware of. I'm presuming so.
Okay. But we do have the name of the subject,
Yes.
right?
Yes.
And what was his name?
That I do not remember.
Oh, you don't remember?
Yeah. They just
Good
released
answer.
it today.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right. Well, I appreciate it.
No problem.
You guys stay safe out there.
Thank you.
Yes, sir. You guys do me a favor, anytime you see a black Charger on scene, it's my boy right here.
Oh yeah?
And you know what?
Which one?
No, nobody's gonna. Yeah,
the one on the left.
Yeah, that's right. Yeah. Actually, I have talked to him. It was nice seeing you here again. Say, how are you, man? At least. I just thought you went away. I thought you did good job, man. Someone was like, that's the gun, so they're searching for him.
More cautious.
Other people were calling it about my house in the middle of
And I was out there trying to protect her, and he had to good for
Hi, ladies and gentlemen, this is EJ, your radio DJ. I am that crazy guy with the lazy eye, bringing you the news right here in Riverside, letting you know what actually went down. You heard it for yourself right here on the press conference. I definitely thank you for joining in. We tried to get as many questions as we could. I don't want to comment on some because due to the fact nature of the content of the investigation is still at large. So thank you for tuning in. I am EJ, the DJ, and I am that crazy guy with the lazy eye, bringing you the news right here on Hemet News and the CommunityTV.com.
I want to have something that I can do extra.